All right. We are live on YouTube now, I believe. So, good evening, everyone. Good afternoon if you're watching this maybe much later after we went live. Good morning, wherever you're watching us from. You're welcome to Wild Cut and Sew Like a Pro Challenge. This is our Tax 1 review class. So, after every tax, we'll gather like this and review every contestant's work. Uh, there'll be some criteria that will follow in order to do the review. By the time Madam Susan comes up, she would better explain what those uh, what the benchmark will be for rating who eventually will emerge the most outstanding uh, designer that interpreted the design properly. We have Felicity, that's Cheese Stitches. We have Esther, that's am I seeing this right? I'm not seeing the. We have Eunice, and we have Mandy. That's okay. She's actually the CEO of Vendors Visibility Market. She's representing Vendors Visibility Market today. Okay, others are joining the stream, so let me add them. Uh, like we did the last time, everybody cannot be on the stream at the same time, so we'll remove and bring you uh, at intervals. So if you are hearing me loud and clear, you cannot see yourself on the stream. Uh, we'll bring you on the stream shortly when it's time for your own review. So Madam Susan will be joining shortly. So I'll be taking one person off. Okay. So Madam Susan will be coming on shortly. Uh, the team for Tax One. What's the team for Tax One again? Who can remember? If you're on the stream, if you can remember, or if you're behind, um, send us a message in the comment section. Who can remember the team for this particular tax?
Tax.
Anyone?
Anyone?
Okay, the team.
Okay, the team.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
The boss lady. Yes, the boss lady corporate wear. I think.
Corporate.
The corporate boss lady.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, corporate boss lady.
Yeah, corporate boss lady. Yeah, corporate boss lady.
All right. So that,
All right. So
in
that,
your opinion, do you think
in your
you
opinion, do you think
uh,
you
give yourself
give yourself
drop, drop a comment in the comment section? Give yourself from 1 to
drop a
10
comment in the
before we
comment
start the review
section?
class.
Give yourself from 1 to 10 before we start the review class.
Eh? Eh?
Are you thinking of it?
Are you thinking of it?
Okay, so
Okay,
we'll
so
welcome Madam Susan.
we'll
She'll be
welcome
coming
Madam
in right
Susan.
now.
She'll be coming in right now.
Madam Susan will be coming in shortly. So the review class will start.
So the review class will start.
The review classes will be very important. It's an important aspect of this challenge. So for as many that took part in this
The review
uh,
classes will be very.
as many that took part in this first tax, it is important that you are around for the review class. We have 11 contestants that participated in the review class. So if you're watching us from YouTube, once again, this is Wow Cut and Sew Like a Pro Challenge. And this is our first tax. This is the review class for our first tax. So we already have all our contestants that attempted the first tax, the corporate boss lady, and we'll be doing that review right now.
Even like, so why is the place like this?
All right, sorry everyone, I'm back. So, Madam, all right, we're back. Madam Susan is with us right now, so she would start the review class. I'll be putting up the. Can you hear me?
Hello everyone. Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I want to commend everyone that has participated in the first act. I know it's a lot at this period with everything going on. I know this is like the peak period of fashion where you have a lot of work doing. So I want to commend everyone for taking their time out to participate. Well, I've seen all that has been presented. Well, I commend the effort, but I want to say, based on what I'm seeing, I don't think everybody even watched the video. Fine, I know you can just see a picture and assume you can do the style, but from the presentation, what I'm seeing, the interpretation actually doesn't look, most of it doesn't look like what I actually did. So I don't know how you came up with your own technique and whatever. One of the essence of joining this challenge is to be able to improve on your skill. So I believe you should take out time and watch the video to understand and learn because some of the interpretation I saw, I'm actually surprised that you actually that you are interpreting what was done. So I would review from each person. Okay, I don't know the name of this person on the screen. Okay, from what I'm seeing on the screen now, for the cutting skills, well, okay. The sewing skills, not so bad. The finishing. And I noticed a lot of people did not finish properly, especially when it comes to ironing. I could see a lot of lapses in the finishing. So how you sew and how you iron tell the whole lot. If you see it on the finished outfit, if you ironed well while sewing, or if you stitched properly, you will see it. And a lot of the interpretation from the pattern work was not carried out properly, because I can't really see the slash and spread technique that was on the original style. So okay, let me go back to the person. What was the name of the person on the screen? Can you
The
hear
name is
me?
not there, ma.
His name is Latiana. His name is Latiana. His name is Latiana.
Okay, let me just go on. From what I'm seeing on the screen, I could see that even the sleeves, if you watch the video, you would have been able to interpret it exactly the way my own is. But I don't think you watched the video. You just assumed that is what it is from the picture, because your sleeve is not structured and it's not exaggerated. It's just there. Well, I give you kudos for even attempting. Then I'm not seeing your slash and spread on on it. So I'll collate. Um, okay, let's say this is number one person. I'll collate all I and we'll post it later. Okay, can I see the second person? Is Mr. Collington there?
Okay, let me share it again. I was having.
Okay. So I'll take them. You can put someone else now because I already reviewed that one. So I'll collate the score sheets to we'll post it later. Okay. Now for this person's own, I read well the sleeves was interpreted okay. Then the choice of fabric, well, let me give it that that's what you wanted to use. Then the um the interpretation of the slash and spread technique. I'm, I'm not saying it very well, so I don't know if you actually did that.
Please, boss is right.
But fair enough. So we'll collate um, all the score sheets that we'll post later. The next one, please. Okay. Like I said before, a lot of people did not watch the pattern drafting video. If you did, even though you didn't watch the sewing video, since you're a tailor, you can, or a designer, you can be able to sew your pieces together. But I'm not seeing the interpretation from the pattern drafting video. But well and good for the effort. I'm not saying the slash and spread technique used here. Fair enough. Would collate and post later. The next one, please. Okay. For this, all this also, I'm not saying the interpretation of the pattern making video here. Your sleeve doesn't have structure because I clearly mentioned what you can use to structure your sleeve in the video. So I'm not saying that, and I don't know. I'm not also saying the slash and spread technique, and your flare at the base is um, quite exaggerated. Well, going by the video, but going by the sketch, I believe you should have known what to do also. And your choice of fabric, it didn't really bring out the interpretation. The next one, please. Now, for this one, I'm not sure you actually watched the video at all because your interpretation is totally different from what was um, shared. So, and your choice of color and the fabric you used, I don't know. And for on the trouser part, I'm not seeing that interpretation there. Well, we'll collate all the scores and it will be posted. The next one, please. Okay. Now for this one, the sleeve is not a structured sleeve. Now when let me just put this here. When in business, in fashion business, don't interpret what you're doing to the point of where they will say what I ordered versus what I got. That's why a video for sewing and cutting was, I took my time out to do that so that you come out close to what you're saying. I'm actually not saying the interpretation of what, and taking right measurements also matters. Because I noticed a lot of the trouser lengths are so short. I don't know if you took your measurements before you started. Fine, fine. For the fact that you're sewing doesn't mean that you will have your own full measurements. So you need to either take it skillfully or you ask someone to help you take it. So measurements also matters a lot. And like I said, I know a lot of people did not watch the video. They just saw the sketch and decided to attempt it on their own. But the whole process is for you to learn how to cut and sew like a pro. So I'm sharing my knowledge for you to learn and improve in your own business. The next one, please. Okay. This is not bad. Actually, your sleeves were right. Your flare, not bad. But your trousers were short, and choice of color was okay, at least to bring out the contrast. Not bad. So I'll closely look at each picture and review, and it will be posted on the next one, please. Okay. Now for this, a lot of your, if you watch the video, you would have seen a part where I said you use crinoline net for the sleeves. So you would have, your sleeve would have been more structured, and your peplon side, I don't know if you watched the video properly, But for the efforts, it's okay. But you need to really, for you to get up there in the fashion industry, you need to put in effort. That's why I said in my business series that you don't just give your best, you give the best. There's the best effort and there's your own best. If you are giving just your best, uh, sometimes it can be it might not come out the way is expected. But always giving your best, giving the best effort to make it come out well. The next one, please. Okay. Okay, this is not bad, but still, I think for the measurements, especially for the trousers, the sleeve not bad, but it could have been better. The choice of color is also not bad, and I like your presentation in the sense that as in how your pictures were taken, not bad. It actually gives more value to the look, because sometimes pictures does justice to even a poorly sewn clothes. So presentation also matters. Not bad. The next one, okay, this is good. The not bad, but the trouser is more to like a pencil rather than a palazzo. But every other thing is given, and color choice, uh, nice. So this has a lot. The fit is nice, so I give it nice. The next one, okay. Now for the sleeve, I believe I want to believe you didn't watch the video because you didn't interpret what the essence of this challenge is to be able to do it the way I did it because you are learning. This is a learning process for you. This is like a free um, free training that you're getting. If you can follow through on what I did, you scale up your work with a 90 to 100%. Even your customers will know that there's a difference between what you've been doing and what you're doing now. And um, cutting is a technical role in dressmaking. If you get it wrong from cutting, no matter how neat you sew, the cloth still will not look good. So make that effort because you're learning. Make that effort to watch the video throughout so that you can interpret it in the best form. The next one, please. Is that all?
Yeah, that's all.
Is that the
So
last
we had,
one?
yeah, that's the last one. We had 11 people attempt, though we had up to 40 people join the challenge, but only
Is
11
that the last
persons said,
one?
can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Mr. Collington? Is that the last one?
Yeah, that's the last one. Can you hear me?
Okay, so I want to just encourage you. This is a learning process where you can sharpen your skills. So I implore you to watch the video carefully before you attempt what you're doing, so that you you will not be doing what I ordered versus what I got. I applaud the effort, but you need to do better. Do we have Mr. Collington on?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me? Please, if you're on this stream, if you can hear me, please confirm that you can hear me.
I can hear you, sir.
All right, I think she's the one not hearing me.
So I'll be reviewing each one and we'll post like a score sheet on each so that you see where you have your lapses and work on it on your next tax. And for the next tax, we'll be doing an evening dress, and that will be like a Victorian corset long dress. So we'll be posting the the picture of that one, what we'll be doing. So it's a learning process for you. You need to watch the video carefully before you attempt. I know you already sew, you already have your way of cutting and all that, but to improve your skill, imagine a customer brought this clothes to you, brought this picture for you to sew, and this is what you have done. In rating of yourself, would you say you have done excellently well? So you ask yourself that question. Would you have said you've done excellently well from what you're saying? So I want to encourage you all to put in more effort in bringing out what you're doing. Thank you all.
All right. Can we hear me? Let me be sure that I'm not talking to myself.
Yes, sir.
All right, fantastic.
All right,
All right.
fantastic.
So you've heard from the madam herself. Uh, this was the first tag, so I will assume that after today's review class, we've been able to pick one or two lessons, advice, and tip to help us do better in the next tax. Officially, it has been a very interesting journey so far. Personally, for me, it has been rigorous, but thank God we've got into this phase and we're going to see till the end. How many of you are willing to see this to the end? You can drop a comment, you can unmute your mic and show how excited you are about finishing this thing to the end.
Yay.
I am. Oh, I
I
am.
Okay.
am.
I am. Okay.
Yay,
All
yay,
right,
yay,
fantastic.
yay, yay.
Yeah, so a lot of people have contacted me privately. They can't push through. Only one person, maybe we might give that person a chance to still complete because she said she had gone through the pattern work, but she has not soon because of exams. So I might give that person an exemption. But every other person that didn't drop any feedback on what challenge they are facing, why they didn't submit their work, I will assume that they've automatically uh, put themselves in the back burner. So would update us what decision will be taken. Peradventure you were not able to do this and you can meet up with the next tax, fine. But ultimately, every tax comes with a score sheet, and those score sheets would add up to the votes. So it's not just about getting a lot of people to vote for you, but ultimately see yourself improving after every tax. Don't say because I have attempted the first tax. If you know you didn't diligently go through that the pattern video and the sewing video, go back to it. Go back to it. If you were to present this picture to a customer uh, that's going for a serious event, do you think the customer would even Maybe the person just somehow found herself in your office. Do you think the person will come back? Be honest with yourself, with what you have put out. Look at the picture very well. Get feedback. Don't take it outside family. Ask your husband, ask your brother, your sister. If you have older children, show them the picture. Let them score you. But ultimately, our scorecard will be the basis of how this entire challenge would eventually graduate into what the finals will look like. So make effort. Don't just sit back. Don't assume that the thing is it not this time? It's looking simple now. A lot of us, even me personally, I trivialized it until we started recording. That's when knew that this thing was not child's play. It looks simple, but it's not. There are a lot of techniques that you needed to learn by watching that video before attempting. So it is very important. For me, one of the things I notice about fashion is not really about you need to know how to finish outfits, you need to know how to get the right fit and all that. But most importantly, what brings out the best out of any outfit is your application of techniques. How many of us knew splash and spread before now?
Well, I know.
Okay, you know.
Yeah.
Who else?
I did.
Hmm.
Okay. T exact T exact. Did
Yes,
you know about it?
I'm for now.
All right. All right.
Thank
So yeah, so there are several, I believe. Let me bring Madam Susan back on the stream. I believe there are several types of splash and spread.
Now, the concept of splash and spread is actually um, it can be used in different methods. You can use it as pleats, you can use it as gathers, you can use it to create fullness in a part of where your desired design. Like I use it on the sleeve, I use it on the bodies. I also use it. You can also use it to create like flare. That there's the way you want a flare to be. That you don't have to cut an actual flare and insert. You can use the pattern that you cut out and uh, apply your slash and spread. So slash and spread is like a multi-purpose technique that can work in different angles. It's not just a one way thing. I can use it to create my puff because you see when I was doing my sleeve, I applied the slash and spread there to create that exaggeration on the sleeve. So I'm seeing a lot of people just cut a direct sleeve that way and put a puff. That's why you don't get the exact look. So and finishing has to do with ironing and how you sew. Make your line straight as you sew so that you don't it shows up in your look at the end of the day. And there's a technique that I use to make people learn how to sew neatly. You can get bias. You can get two, three bias and sew it. Try and sew at the edge of the bias. Sew on the two sides. If you cannot sew a straight line on that edge of the bias, know that you're not sewing neatly. Or you can just get a piece of fabric, long piece of fabric, and fold the edges like you're folding for a scarf. Fold the edges. Try and sew at the tip. I know you already know how to sew, but finishing has to do with how you sew. So you need to learn, improve on how you sew. Then ironing. Ironing is the master of finishing. So you need to iron as you sew. Every stitch you make, try and iron. It gives a better look. Or when you finish sewing, you can iron. But I will encourage that you iron as you go along, as you sew. So finishing matters a lot. Then your feet, right measurements. Those are the things that you can use to get a good fit. And if you don't use the right measurement to draft your pattern to cut, then you're sure to have a an ill-fitted outfit, or and understand the style. Now, one way to understand the style is know where the darts and where techniques were used. But in this challenge, you are being shown where they are and how to do it. So it shouldn't be a problem for you. If you need to, as an challenge yourself to watch the video through and learn how to get things done. I bet you if you have to, like Mr. Collins said, have your own people review what you've done and hear what they tell you. Let them be honest with you. If you actually get you actually got what uh, got it right. So, and also, like, you can even watch the video where I was actually doing the shoot. You see how detailed and structured everything is. So let's not say this is a picture. Watch the video, so you see what, as in how structured and everything put together. You need to, and choice of color also can make your outfit look better or worse. So try and choose colors that blend. So let me just encourage you for our next task. I think you will be able to do better. But make sure you watch through and know, because you're learning. If you are to pay for for a training, you might not even get as much as what you're getting, but you would have paid for it. But you're getting this for absolutely free. So I'll encourage you to learn. Don't assume you know. Learn, and you'll see a drastic change in how your customers will appreciate your work. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Madam Susan, for that pep talk. Like she said, we need to put some effort to ensuring that our work comes out better in the next tax. I've seen the picture of the next tax. It's going to get tougher. And I know we're all up to the tax. We just need to apply ourselves more. And I believe we'll come out better. Um, the score sheet will be submitted over the weekend, hopefully tomorrow, Saturday, or latest by Sunday. We should collate the score sheets and post on the group. So, one thing I would advise, the score sheet and the votes is what's going to accumulate and give you a chance to become one of the three winners, the first, second, and third positions. So now that we've done this first tax, this is going to give you an opportunity to lobby for votes. Like we decided to use the voting mechanism to encourage you to raise funds to carry out the tax. Other challenges or competitions, all the money that is used for voting goes to the organizers. But we were liberal to give 70% to the participants, and 30% is going for administrative cost of running this. So take full advantage of this. So voting officially starts for this first tax today, tonight. So by I can't remember the dates, but after every tax, we have 10 days to the next review class. So you have from now till 10 days from now. We might be a little bit behind schedule with posting the pattern and sewing video for the next one. We are trying as much as possible to finish tax 2 before Christmas. Originally, it's supposed to be 17th, but it might stretch till maybe 18 or 19, depending on when the video for the next tax will be available. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow, pattern video will drop for the tax too. Maybe tomorrow night it will drop. Then we should still be on track. But if for any reason we stretch it beyond 17th, our review class should either be on the 18th or max on the 19th. So, like I said, let me say that again. After tax one, you are expected to get people to vote for you, because only the review, the scorecard that will be released in 48 or 72 hours cannot take you to the finals and help you to emerge one of the winners. So you need to put some deliberate effort. Let people know, your supporters, let them know how important this is to you. At least you've made the first attempt. They should know that this is very serious. This is not one of those things that you've participated in before. So hope that is okay. So any feedback from us, I'll take feedbacks. Then if there are specific questions you have for Madam Susan, she's still on the call. She will respond to our questions. So if you are watching us live, I can see some of the participants watching live on YouTube. Um, if you're watching us live from YouTube, you can send in your question. I'll put it on the screen. If you are live here with us on the stream, then you can unmute your mic and ask your question. So Felicity, do you have any question or feedback? Okay, you
No,
don't.
sir.
Okay, you don't.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right.
You don't sound motivated.
No,
Hope the
I've
review.
been listening, so I'm,
Hope the review.
sir?
I said, hope the review class did not
I said, hope the review class did not
reduce your morale.
reduce your morale.
No, it didn't. I actually got where I got wrong, as in the place I got wrong. And I was
Okay.
not
Okay.
online when she was reviewing mine from the beginning, but I met it when she was talking on the sleeve and the color choice that I took. So I didn't really know what she said from the beginning.
So you can go on YouTube. The
So you
the
can
video
go on
should be
YouTube.
available on YouTube.
Yeah, I
The
will.
video should be available on YouTube.
I will, sir.
All right. Peace. Temi Tokpe, are you there? Do you have any feedback question for Madam Susan?
No, I don't because I wasn't online when she was reviewing mine. So I don't have any review.
Okay, okay. So go back, watch the video on YouTube. You should get the feedback. But like we said, the scorecard will be posted on the participant group and maybe on the community as well for everyone to see what we've done. So we want it to be as transparent as possible. Your support group members should see what you scored together with. So we'll try and collate both votes and the scorecard for this review class when we are posting over the weekend. So they will know that this is the much effort you have made. If putting in more votes will push you further, they should see the need for it. So we have Eunice Abimbola. Are you with us? Do you have any feedback question for Madam Susan?
No, sir. I'm
All right. Were you in the class when she was reviewing your work? Yeah, Eunice Abimbola. Were you in the class when she was reviewing your work? Okay, let's take exotic stitches. Any feedback question from Madam Susan? I think you were around when she was reviewing your work. We can't hear you. Is it just me or I can't hear her? Okay, okay, okay. Sorry, she's not on the stream. Yeah, you're
Yes.
welcome. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not around when she was revealing my work. So I don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
Yes,
Okay,
I
so
entered
try and
it.
try and watch the video. You see what she said. But like we
I've
said,
watched.
the her review based on the different criterias we've put up, finishing, fit, and every other thing she mentioned, choice of material and all that. She's going to come up with a scorecard of everybody's work, and it to be posted on the group. And also, you can post across your groups as well, so that your supporters will see that this is how far you've come. Um, your work will take you to a point. Votes can push it further. We look forward to hosting us in Lagos by February, and that will be an opportunity for you to come into Wow Fashion School and meet Madam Susan one on one and get to learn from her. Um, I would encourage you, do everything you can to find yourself in Lagos, because if you're going to be in Lagos for 2 weeks, just imagine that you are taking a short course with her for 2 weeks. That's the implication. A course that you're not going to pay for. The challenge is giving you an opportunity to learn directly from her. Any question you have concerning your business, improving your skills, you would have that opportunity by finding yourself in the finals. So I believe we've been able to achieve something tonight. Thank you so much, everyone. That's the time we can take. Hopefully, in the next 24 to 48 hours, the video for the next task. It is important that you watch the video. Don't assume that seeing the style, you understand the technique or the interpretation of the style. Watch the video. How many of us watched the video at all, Seth? This first task. T Exotic, did you watch the
I
video from
watched
start?
it.
I
I
did.
watched. I had to download to save
I
it. I
watched.
watched
Did you
and
watch
watch
the
and
video
watch
from
it.
start? I had to download to save it.
I
I
did.
watched and watch and watch it.
I did.
When I
Even
need to,
the second one was not able to download
When I need
to my library. I had to watch it live.
oh, okay. I think there was a setting
Oh, okay. I
I'll
think
try
there
and
was a
fix
setting
that.
I'll try and fix that.
So maybe we need to bring olive oil and we used to wash our eyes so that we can be seeing when we are watching and see it well. Because I don't know, some people what the eye they were using to see. I don't think it's the eye that I'm using to see the final work. Maybe my eye is not is what needs the washing. But you guys did well. It was a good first attempt. So let me bring Madam Susan on the stream briefly for her to give us her last words. Then we'll call it a night. Oh, all right, Madam Susan, you will sign us out with your last words. Then we'll call it a night. Okay, I don't think she can hear me. Felicity, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I don't
I
think she can
think our
hear me.
mic is
Okay, I don't
muted.
think she can hear me.
Yeah, I think I might. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
think I
so what
might.
will
Yeah.
happen?
So what will happen?
Let's call it a night. I want to congratulate everyone. Nice effort. The effort was a rewarding one. If you look at what you've done, you made effort. Others dropped out without
Others
even
dropped
attempting.
out without even attempting.
So give yourself a round of applause.
So give
Give
yourself a
yourself
round of
a pat on the
applause.
back.
Give yourself a pat on the back.
You did well.
I tried.
Felicity says she tried. All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night, sir.